taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They'll go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Wants to throw. It's McLeod. Makes his connection. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there. And first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Quarterback checking the play. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays to be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They keep attacking through the air. Grabs it in the middle. At the 35, he's open. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Steps away. Unleashes one. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Quarterback will audible. Running back goes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. He's got his man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On second down, wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Bobcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Johnson looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Number 38 set to kick this one away.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's McLeod. It's on target and complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Fires to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Texas State. And that one will put them up here in the second half. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Brings it in down the left side.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas State 14, Vanderbilt 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Skinner. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Dialing up a second down pass play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. He'll try to do it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. Be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Got his man on the right. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Quarterback checking off. They want to just keep throwing it. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. He's right on target. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Doors!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Looking for a man. It's McLeod. He's taking the shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Extending the play. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to get to it. Stands in and takes the hit. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in...
He's going to fire deep. He's got it on the right. Afterburner's coming. And he gets in for the touchdown in the nick of time. Clock strikes 0, and they're down by a deuce. 2-point try coming.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or is it over right here? Johnson looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He is in. They run for the 2-point conversion, and they get it. And with that, we are headed to overtime.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Wants to fire on second down. Rifles it down the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes.
Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they grab the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Vanderbilt 29, Texas State 22.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to